Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, where we are in the world. Let me just having a wee bop to myself there. So give me a wee sec till I make sure that we're live, because no Facebook tells me I'm live. Don't always trust it. Look at that. I am indeed. There we are. So let me just do my usual and drop a little everyone tag. Oh, it's been a week, eh? Let me know if you're watching live. Good evening, and let me know if you're here live. I'm just going to drop with everyone a tag. Join me for the final deep dive. Okay, let me just get all my shenanigans right so they can see everything and I can do what I'm doing. Let me see. Can I see comments? There we go. Got my phone. So who have we got live? We have got Anne, we have got Linda. Hey Susan, good afternoon to you over in the States. We've got who else have we got? We've got Lisa. Hey everyone. If you're watching live, drop me a wee hello. Hi Wendy. Lovely to have you here. Nice to see you all. I am properly excited to see so many of you here because um by Friday, usually you find that, everybody's kind of dipped off. Everybody's got busy lives. It's the weekend. You're ready to put your feet up. You're ready to go, you know, time to go and chill now. And you're like, I don't want to do this, but I'm so pleased that you're here. And it has been an amazing week. I have loved every second of it. Hey, Lynn, our newest member of the circle. There's a couple of other new members circling who are just pending their applications. So, can't wait to welcome a couple more of you. And I know Lisa's thinking, and she's going to be jumping in later. And Anna has told me she's going to jump in over the weekend. So there'll be another couple of people. It's really nice. Let me know, Lynn. Hopefully you're being able to find everything. Need to get you into the Telegram group if you haven't already joined. I haven't seen you in there yet. Hopefully you can get in. Hey Leslie, how's life? How's things? So let me just get to the right place here because Facebook is not letting me see any of your comments. Let me see. Refresh. There we are. Now I can see. Now I can see the comments. You woke up in time for this live. You've been up since 4:30 in the morning. Bless you. Fell asleep on the sofa with your cat. Hey Josie. So it's our last one. Yes, Linda, a couple more are joining. They haven't just joined yet, but they're in the process. They're circling and they're going to join over the weekend. So it's really exciting. I love seeing new members come in because it just brings fresh energy into the circle. It's lovely to then see how everybody gels and how everybody gets on with each other. But tonight I want to be about you guys. This is about you having just had a lovely week together, a really deep, transformative, in some cases maybe life-changing week. A lot of you have released old stories, you have reclaimed power, you have reconnected with yourself. That's huge. So I want you all to take a moment. Yeah, that's okay, Lynn. There's no rush, my darling. There's no Lynn, don't stress about it. You can the Telegram chat will be there. It's literally like a glorified WhatsApp. It's just nicer. So don't worry about it. But what I want you all to think about today is it's huge what you've done this week. The fact that you all took time out of your day every day this week for you. Can we just take a moment and realize how powerful that is? You put you first this week. You did something that was going to do much more than what you think it's going to do. You think to yourself, I've just joined a free event. I'm just going to do a couple of meditations, going to write a few journal entries. She's going to try and sell me the circle, and then I'm just going to leave. Right. But you guys are different. You guys have realized that this is bigger. This is bigger than all of us. And it's been amazing. You have done such amazing work. And whether you are watching replays, watching, doing the catch up, I am here for all of you. So if you are playing catch up and questions come in, pop them in. I pop them in one of the threads somewhere, tag me, make sure I see them, send me a message, whatever it is. Don't be thinking just because the live section of this is essentially finishing today that you can't ask questions. So if you're one of my replay viewers and you're playing catch up, I am so here for you too. So please make sure that you reach out and get your questions answered. Leslie, don't worry that you don't have time for the task today. You can do it whenever you can. There's no rush. Okay, there's no rush. And yes, Anne, well done, everyone. You have all done such incredible work this week. It's it's absolutely insane. Totally insane. I have been blown away by the energy this time round. Yeah. Magnificent, but better together. Yeah. You really are, though, and this is the joy of working in a group. Like, so this is why I'm so pleased that you're coming into the circle too, and that you're going to join the rest of the members in there, and that you've committed to this for yourself. Because when we do this work in a group, yeah, the energy is amplified, it's magnified, it increases. And you'll know this yourself if you've all, I'm sure, done group work before. You've done maybe healing meditations or healing work, or gone to in-person things or retreats or all these different spiritual things that we all do. And I have no doubt that when you've been in group environments, you've had a real shift. Yeah. And that's why I love running these events. That's why they're such fun for me to run, because you guys really just it's what you bring to it is what makes it. I hold the space, I facilitate the space for you, give you some suggestions as to what to do, hold the practice, lead you through it. But ultimately, you guys are the ones doing the work. So, can I take a moment to say thank you to you and to congratulate each and every one of you, because I couldn't do any of this without you guys. So, thank you for being here. The energy in the group has been beautiful this week, it has been on fire. I have run so many of these events, and this one blows the rest of them out of the water. This one I have seen, like, I was practically moved to tears this morning by your manifesto statement. It was just stunning. And particularly to watch your growth this week. You and so many others, but you in particular I've really noticed a shift massively. Um, and I've seen shifts in so many other people as well, but I'm just going to single you out, Anne, just because the yours has been the one I've seen first thing every morning, so it sticks with me because you tend to do it. You're up earlier, so you tend to do it first. Um, and it has stuck with me. And the one that what you wrote this morning was so powerful. It was so powerful. Um, and I got your permission and I shared it out publicly on my wall too, because I think it's important that other people see what is possible when we do this work. What's possible when we all come together and we decide to reconnect to ourselves, that we decide to get rid of the old stories, that we decide to break away from the old fears. And yes, those fears might still circle, those fears might still come up, but all that hesitation and the worry and the am I doing the right thing? Is this right for me? Should I do this? Should I take this step? Should I not? What? That's normal. Okay. But the fact that you guys have committed to yourselves every day this week is nothing short of amazing, wonderful. And I'm really excited to see how each and every one of you, whether you come into the circle and continue to work with me there, or whether you circle and you do something else, whether you're going off on your own for a bit and you're going to come back to me later, or whether you go and do your own thing and, our paths never cross again. Whatever happens, happens. And what's beautiful is I can't wait to see how you take this energy out into the world and use it. Because make no mistake, what you started this week can be carried forward. It's about you anchoring this transformation. It's about you anchoring the shifts. Cast your mind back to last Sunday. Feels much longer than just a few days ago. And we set intentions. Yeah. And we started on Monday and we connected with our I am presence. And that in itself was really powerful. On Tuesday, then you did your energy clearing ritual and you decided to let go of stuff. And every night in the lives, obviously, we did another activation to really hammer it home. Wednesday, then you started to learn to trust yourself and you were reading your cards. Yeah. Using the tools to try and not to, cards are never there for like a fixed outcome. The cards are there to help you explore options, reflect, analyze. Yeah, I'm looking forward to running the masterclass bonus for those who sign up. Um, Thursday, yesterday, you got your warrior goddess on, and I laughed this morning. Like you couldn't write this, you couldn't make this stuff up. This is the card that jumped out of my deck this morning. Aries warrior queen. And then Anne was like, "Oh, I'm an Aries too." It was like, if you need a sign or sign, here it is. You know, we were all laughing. It was like, look at that energy, look at the fire, look at the light, look at the vibration in this card, the energetics in it, right? And that came out this morning, and I was like, that's amazing. That card is here for you guys. A card jumped out wanting to be expressed for you, each and every one of you. So it's been so, so gorgeous. I want you, and the reason today the reason we ended today with writing your manifesto. A manifesto is it's not um it's not just this journal entry. It's actually a sacred declaration. It's a contract with your highest self. Let that sink in. It's a contract with your highest self that reminds you of your power. It reminds you how absolutely bloody brilliant each and every one of you are. Yeah. How does that feel? But you know what I'd love to know? I'd love to know if you could sum up this week in just a few words, what would you say? Tell me in the comments. If give me a um drop me into the comments in a couple of words your biggest shifts. How do you feel? Yeah. Oh, and I love that you recorded your manifesto as a voice note to yourself so you can listen to it every day. What a bloody great idea. Can I steal that idea? Can I steal that idea and add this to the next time I run this group? I'm going to make that a suggestion. Yeah, is that okay? But let me know, folks, those of you who are with me live and replay viewers too, once you catch this, leave me a little message as to what this week has done for you. Because I'd really like to know. You're in. I saw it, Lynn. I saw it pop up on my phone screen. I've turned Telegram off on my computer so that it doesn't distract me, but it just popped. I saw you popping in. Good. It just the only reason I hound people to join the Telegram group is that's where the community is built. That's where the chat happens. And if you're not in there, you miss out on so much. So it's good. And thank you. Yes, I will. So folks, let me know. Let me know. Either drop me a line in from your manifesto that really sums up how this week's been for you, or tell me really what's going on. So Lynn says, feeling rejuvenated, excited, and a little scared, but good scared. Oh, I love that. Love a wee bit of feel the fear and do it anyway. I actually said something similar this morning. Or this afternoon, I was in a call with my own mentor, my spiritual mentor this afternoon, and she took us through. It wasn't this afternoon, it was yesterday. It was yesterday, it wasn't today. Tell a lie. It was yesterday, and I said the same thing. She says, "How do you feel?" And I was like excited and a little bit terrified all at once. And I think that's a good way to feel. I think I think if we don't feel a little bit of fear, particularly for you, Lynn, because you've just stepped into the circle and it's brand new, and you've invested in yourself, you've taken annual membership, you have gone all in both feet, and you're like, right, okay, and then it's like, oh, because it can feel overwhelming, it can feel scary, it can feel really strange because it's new, but it's good scared because it kind of makes you go, I feel alive again. And it's that energy that I think we've been missing along the way because I think life just has got so fast. We're always on autopilot. We're always like running to do the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And this week, you've all had to slow down a little bit to do these tasks and to sit here every night. I don't take this for granted that every single night this week, you guys have given up your time to watch and come and interact and chat because um, I know you're a rebel, Lynn. I remember the school days. I know that we didn't hang out much in school, but I remember. Um, but it's all good. It's all good. And you're going to record yours as well. Lisa says, I choose to show myself to be a strong, independent woman and will embrace new experience and connections. Yes. I love it. Susan says, I feel like I've let go of a lot of negative attachments that were keeping me from moving forward. I've also gained some confidence in my intuition. Good. Yes. 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 I'm loving it. Lynn says, yes, alive it is. That's exactly it. It makes you feel more alive. Yeah. And says, feeling grounded, free, and excited. I'm untamed, unstoppable, and radiant with purpose. You guys better believe. Can I screenshot these? Because these are good. I'll take your names out. These are good. Folks, I think it's just so important, because as I was reading through, I know that not everybody's had a chance to do all the tasks yet, but as I've been reading through everything this week, it's been really moving. And what it's really told me is that when we give ourselves permission to own our truth and to connect with who we are and to just get rid of the shit that we don't need to carry. Yeah. It gives us permission to step forward boldly and to be alive, to be here now, to take up space. And you know what that does is not just transform us, but it transforms the energy we take into the world. And as we do that and we take that energy into the world, that ripple effect comes out, and that's where it makes this thing bigger than us. That's where we, excuse me, that's where we shift our reality. Yeah. That's where, as we start to step forward with confidence and with empowerment and with boldness and with presence, the universe meets us where we're at. Yeah. Leslie says it's been a space and time for some powerful reflections, which I'm still wanting to work through. Thoroughly enjoyed it. You're so welcome, Leslie. You know I love doing these things. Hey, Nadine. I love doing these. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's it's a big undertaking to hold this amount of space for this long, but I love it. I am so here for it. So here for it. And as I said at the top of this call, I can't do it without you lot. I can't do it without the people like you who show up. I've run many of these, and some of them you get you get maybe to Wednesday and then everybody just drops off. You guys have kept it consistent the whole way through, and I am absolutely in awe of what you guys have done. So I want you to all know, please know that I do not take any of this for granted. The fact that you've spent your time here with me. Okay. Now, this is where it gets hard though, right? This is the next bit is where it gets hard because okay, we have a bonus call on Sunday. Please come to that on Sunday. There will be a Zoom link dropped into your emails. If you registered for the event using the Untamed and Unstoppable website page, if you registered, you'll get an email. If you didn't, don't worry. The Zoom link will get dropped into a Facebook post in here um, beforehand. But on Sunday night, I'm going to do a Zoom call so that we can all come together on a Zoom call, and chat. You can use it for coaching. You can use it to get, you know, some advice, some help. And some of my circle members, if they're free, are going to come onto the call too and just share their stories with you so that you can have a bit more inspiration. And we're just going to wrap this up on Sunday night. But after that, that's when the live sections of this stop. Essentially, from tonight, that's the daily tasks stopped. That's the deep dives with me in the evening stopped for now. Okay. And this is where it gets hard. This is where a lot of people will have all the good intentions in the world and will be like, right, I'm going to keep this energy alive, feeling on fire, feeling great, so good, and all that powerful, raw, I am Shira. Those of you old enough to remember Shira. Um, and then life's, yeah, life starts to happen. You start to get back into a routine. You kind of, hey, Natalie, you start to slip back into your old habits. You maybe forget to take your time out in the morning for your intention setting and your meditation and your practice and your self connection. You maybe let your manifesto that you wrote today slip into the background and it fades. It maybe just becomes another piece of paper on your desk or a voice note that's forgotten on your phone. Yeah. And gradually you start to slip back into your old way and you let your light dim. And your powerful warrior energy gets small. And she's standing there going, thought you promised me. Because the contract you wrote today is a contract with your higher self, your warrior goddess self. And she's standing there going, he promised, right? And this is, unfortunately, this is just what happens. You know, life happens and we get back into these old patterns. And it's not because you want to, it's because in this group environment, you have had a structure and support and community and people around you. And when you go it alone, it becomes very hard to hold that. This group's not going anywhere, so please lean into it and use it with each other. You can do that. But once the structure of the daily things stop, it can be very hard to keep that momentum, you know? So I want you to be considering how you make this part of who you are. What are you going to commit to for yourself? Okay, now I know that yes, some of you have decided to step into the circle, and I'm ever so grateful, and I can't wait to welcome the rest of you in who have decided to join us. But setting the circle to the side for the minute, how are you going to take this forward? I want you to tell me in the comments, what promise are you going to make here now in front of everybody in this call? How are you going to show up for yourself every day going forward? How are you going to make this part of who you are now? I want you to think about that. For those of you who are still on the fence about the circle, this is your perfect opportunity because it's not this extra thing to do, but it's a sacred space to help you keep the energy alive and to help keep you accountable and to help have you have the structure. Yeah. And to anchor this. Yeah. Linda says that's why circle is so important because you keep your momentum going when you fall, fail, or flop. We're all there to hold you, help you, and encourage you to get up and keep going. It's so true. So true. And I know that not everybody's in a financial position right now to be able to do this. So this is in no way meant to make anybody feel bad. So please don't take it this way. I just want those of you who are able to make it a priority and are able to make it something that they can do to consider. Is this your choice moment now? Those of you who can't make it work this time, that's okay. There will be next time. And I am always here. And we've had conversations. I know some of us have had private conversations in DMs and I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And a sneak preview alert, there's going to be another, like a public event. It'll not be just as long as this. It will be more of a masterclass and Telegram event in a couple of weeks publicly. So you'll get to have that as well. So there'll be a little stop point, and if any of you do step into that, I'll be able to check and make sure that you're going to keep accountable. So I want to know. So I want you to tell me in the comments. Yeah. How are you going to anchor this? What are you going to do? Okay. Because this is where you get to decide, do you just let this be a great experience and you're like, wow, that was amazing? Or do you let this be the turning point of your life? Do you let this be the moment that you look back on a year from now and go, that was the best fucking decision I ever made? Excuse my French. Yeah. Let me know. Let me know. I'm going to have a wee look in the comments. Let me see. Let me see. Anne says, I'm committed to my contract with my higher self. I will use the meditations. I will listen to my song and use my sacred space. I'm not going back to the version of me that wanted to keep me small. Good. I know my worth. I know who I am, and I will go from strength to strength. I have no doubt about that. I have no doubt about that. And I have seen such a shift. Such a shift. It's so good. Now, let me know. Any of you worried about slipping back into old habits? Any of you have self-sabotaging ways that pop in? Let me know. Let's see if we can talk them through. Yeah. I'm going to just double check today's AMA thread. I think there was only the one question in it, but I will double check. Um, yes. So, Anne, you had asked today in the Ask Me Anything question, how can I keep this momentum going beyond the experience? So, this is what we're talking about now. Because that's the thing, the fire doesn't die unless we let it. Remember, we're sovereign. We have the choice. Yeah. We get to decide what we do. Yeah. So if you can commit to yourself and to us and to be held accountable in some shape or fashion, even those of you who wish to, for those of you who are coming into the circle, we'll hold you accountable. There'll be no problem there. You'll be easily held accountable in the circle because we're there to support and provide that structure for you. For those of you who can't join this time round, that's okay. Have you got somebody that can hold you accountable? Yeah. Something you can tell us now. Promise yourself, promise your highest self, promise your goddess. What are you going to commit to doing every day or every week or every month to keep this fire? Yeah. And you'd asked as well, and what's the best way to integrate everything I've learned? The thing about it is true change happens through action. Yeah. So the real test, not these 5 days, because as we've said, we're in this supportive container. So it's in the choices we make next. So my best advice for the best way to integrate everything you've learned is that every day you use it. Every day in some shape or fashion. And I know we talked about this last night. Anna had asked yesterday about, how do I commit to a practice? Because there's so many different things. And, I said to focus on something. So it might be that for the next month, you really focus on even just repeating some of the exercises from this week, using the meditations again. Yeah. If I get time next week, what I might do is some of the activations from the live sessions. I might see if I can create meditations out of those for you, but I can't promise because it just depends if I get the time to do it. You've got them in the videos anyway. Please download all the stuff out of this group for yourselves to keep because Facebook will take the live videos down in 30 days. I have no control over that. Even when I tell them not to, they will. Um, so the real test isn't in these 5 days, it's in the choices we make. So what choices are we going to make every day? Yeah, these are the things. And then you asked as well, what unique qualities or strengths do you see in me that I can embrace even more? Your sensitivity and your intuition, even though you told me all week you didn't drink you had any, but you have now. Your intuition, your ability to tap into this fire. This energy will shift things for you because it'll shift things for you not even just in your personal life, but it'll shift things in your business as well. Because I know you've found getting the business off the ground quite a task, and it's no mean feat to get a Reiki business off the ground. It's kind of tough, but you have really stepped into your power this week, and as a result of that, that will translate. So it's about showing up with that same energy in your business and telling people who you are and what you do and why it's bloody important and believing it. It's a self-belief bit. And I think the reason it hasn't worked for you before is because even though you knew how powerful it was, your own inner demons and your own inner fear of, self-worth and all that sort of stuff was energetically blocking you from stepping into it. But you've stepped into your warrior goddess now and kick some ass. Yeah. Remind people just why it's so bloody important that you do what you do. Yeah. Does that help? Does that help? Let me know. So many different things. I have some ideas for you. Show up on Sunday night for the Zoom and we can have a wee chat about some business ideas for you. I've some thoughts about how you can shift things to maybe bring it in a bit more. Let me have another look at the comments, see what I've missed. So Anne's committed to her contract with her higher self. You're going to use all the things. Susan says, I'm back to my daily morning spiritual routine that I did for many years. Good. I've let it slide over the last year. I've always done daily cards, but honestly never looked at the picture deeply, just dependent on the guidebook. No longer will I use that. Good. Good. Here's the thing I want to say about the cards and about card practice. Too often we lift the cards looking for an answer as to, like have a definitive answer as to what's going to happen today. But the cards are better used for what do I need to know today? How can I navigate through the energy today? And that comes from an intuitive knowing rather than from just grabbing a guidebook. There's no harm in looking at the guidebook afterwards if you want, but exercise the muscle, strengthen that muscle first. Lisa says, I'll commit to having a morning routine, affirmations during the day, using my sacred space to go into and sit with my higher self, keep in touch with other members of this group and strive to get the most out of it for my continued development and also help others. Awesome. And I think you said, Lisa, you were coming into the circle, so we'll help keep you accountable. Linda has just shared the sign me up link. That sign me up link will take you straight into the checkout page to save you having to wade through all the bump on the sales page. So that one, hub.rocksandrituals.co.uk, sign me up, will take you straight there. Let me see. Lynn says, one day at a time, small goals, so I don't give myself the chance to slip and not wanting Debbie to catch me out. Even though I'm on the other side of the pond, I need to be able to hold my head up high when I'm home and bump into you. You going to come and do your Reiki on the 31st of May, Lynn? I love that. That's funny. Josie said, oh, it keeps moving. Josie says, I've so enjoyed this. I've let go of a lot of negative energy and this has given me a real buzz. Amazing. Amazing. Circle will give you a big buzz too, Josie. Just saying. We wink. I'd love to have you in there. You and Pam both. Um, Susan, the cord cutting meditation. So the one I did, so the one that was on day 2, you should be able to download. The one that was in the live video, again, you should be able to download the live video, but I will do my best to get some of them. I have kept I've kept all my notes, so I just need to remember what I said because I don't always remember what I say. Sometimes I script them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just go with them. So I'll see what I've got. But I can probably extract it from the video and create it that way for you. Good. I'm glad that helps. Susan says, I've always asked my guides to show me what I need to know today and give me hope. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes. Is that a yes? You're coming to Reiki. I love that, Lynn. Good job. Good job. If you go onto the website, um, under the events page, you'll see the level 1 Reiki. It's on there. You can book that way. Whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Susan, forgot to add, I ask what I need to know today for my highest and best good and to give me hope. Nice, nice. That's good. I love that. Good job. Good job. Alrighty. So tonight I wanted to keep nice and reflective about this week and to just really remind you all how absolutely brilliant you are. But I do have, as always, a little activation that we can do shortly. Um, Lisa says, or Linda says, Lisa, you'll love the sections in the Telegram group for keeping in touch. Yes, your fave is the confessional. The confessional was active today. Um, the confessional was active today. I can potentially show you. Let me see. I'll show you here. So for this is Telegram, and we have Lynn has just joined us and has been welcomed. So she's just said thank you to everybody. We have our confessional space. The confessional space has been active. So Emma has bought herself a book today and has shared that with us. Kerry has bought herself new instruments, and her cat was just not one shit was given with the cat. She was doing a wee video showing us all her wee tools, and the cat was just washing itself, not caring that it was essentially getting a sound bath. It was very funny. But you will see I had shared some stuff that I had done because I bought myself a new toy, a new digital tablet. So you can see there's lots. Natalie got a new um microphone set up, and she has this is her box of crystals coming. Um, so yeah, as you can see, the professional channel is probably the biggest, but we have our announcements and general chat channel, our new member welcome confessional space. We have a healing space. So there was healing being requested for toothache. Poor Denise had the toothache. I had been throwing the Untamed and Unstoppable replays in there as well for people. There's a Q&A space, event guide, funnies. There's a hub help. There's training and expert requests, offers, creativity, music recommendations, book recommendations. There's all sorts of stuff in there, and it makes my heart happy. I just always have a bit of a giggle because you go in and you just never know what you're going to get. You just never know what you're going to get. It's very, very funny. So yeah. Um, let me know how you're feeling. Is there anybody have any questions for me that I haven't answered yet that you would like me to answer tonight before we go into our manifesto? Natalie, I need to share even more crystals. I don't doubt that for a second. You're near the only person who supersedes you on the crystal front is our own Nadine. So those of you who come into the circle will know, you'll find out that Nadine, one of our lovely members, she's a Reiki master and a crystal healer, and she's just another gorgeous soul. And she, every time you talk to her, you're just talking about something, and she just reaches off to the side of her screen, and the next thing she comes in, and there's a crystal the size of her head that she's just sitting with it casually, like like anybody else would sit with, anybody else is sitting with a crystal, maybe like this size. This is the biggest one. Nadine comes in with one that's like this size, and you're like, okay, all right. Size matters, does it? So, Lynn, there's three Reiki levels. So levels 1 and 2, I do as 1 day courses, and then the Holy Fire Master Teacher course is an 8 week modular course, or 8 modules. Doesn't have to be 8 weeks, but 8 modules. So yes. So Nadine, I'm just talking about you and your lovely crystals. It's so funny. So Nadine has earned the reputation in the circle as being the crystal queen. Karen is the meme queen, as Linda said, because she shares all the funnies. And it's just really funny. Just the absolute funnies. What else have we said here? Um, but yeah, honest to God, you will love these people. They're so funny. So if any of you are on the fence and you're a bit nervous and you're like, I don't know whether I should join, come and join us. You'll not regret it. It's good crack. If nothing else, you'll get a laugh, and you'll get to be held accountable. But let me know, any other questions for me, folks? Is there anything else you want me to answer tonight before we jump into our warrior manifesto activation? I'm going to take us through a little bit of a guided journey like I always do every night. So tonight's going to be no different, but I just wanted to double check. Is there anything else you want to know? Any burning questions? Anything you want to ask me, whether it's about spirituality, about circle, about life in general, any rabbit holes you want to go down? Now's your time. So let me know. And I'm just going to check the chat and see. I'm going to actually take my phone off because it's Natalie, what am I, the woo woo queen? Yeah. What are you? What can we call you? I think we should get names. We should maybe get t-shirts with names for everyone. Um, the Star Queen or something. Yeah, because you're always in connection. You're always in connection with like star beings and galactics. And Natalie comes back from journeys. Sometimes we are doing something and like I always ask everybody if they want to share, and it's quite funny because like hers is always so far out, but it's so good, so good. Linda is our resident witch in the circle. She is also the confessional queen, and she's also one of our best tarot readers in the group. So it's I love having Linda on a tarot call because it just gives me backup too. So that whenever because I get stuck sometimes too, and be like, I'm not seeing this. Because we all get stuck. Nobody's an expert in absolutely everything. I am really good at tarot, but sometimes I get stuck. So it's nice having her there. Yeah, and you don't need to ask any more questions, my darling. You have kept the AMA thread on fire, and I am so here for that because Usually nobody bothers, and I am so grateful. So thank you. Thank you to everybody who's asked questions this week. That's what this week's been about. I wanted this week to do two things. I wanted it to reconnect you to your power and help you remember who you were. So hopefully it's done that. You can drop me a one in the comments if it's done that. And the second thing I wanted was to give you free access to me and my spiritual geeky brain for a week so that you could ask whatever you needed to know. So that's the thing. Um, have I heard her voice? Natalie's, yes, stunning. Singing queen, opera queen. I call her my little fairy sometimes too, though, in a really nice way, because she's got such a light, beautiful energy. Cosmic queen, yes, the cosmic queen. Do you not think it would be very funny if we all got like circle t-shirts and circle merch that all had like our name on it, like, but like the cosmic one, the witchy one, the the funny one, the sassy one, the rebel one. Be quite fun. I shouldn't give you all ideas. Um, so yes, lots of ones. So it has reconnected you this week. Good job. Good job. All right, drop me a two in the comments then if you're ready, because I am aware that Friday has come round. We have had a real big, heavy, beautiful, gorgeous, fabulous week together, but it's been a lot of energy work. And you're probably all ready to unwind and do your Friday evening and go and sit, put your feet up, maybe have a wee drink or have a cuppa or whatever you do on a Friday night or a Friday afternoon if you're in the States. And just whatever you're up to when you're in Canada or the States, I'm going to separate them just because of, world events. Natalie's like, oh my God, t-shirts. Okay. Merch is it's on the cards. It's been on the cards for a while. I think we should get circle merch. I think it would be good. I need to come up with a nickname for those of us in the circle though. You know, the circle people doesn't really work. So somebody give me a name. Um, but let me know. Give me a two if you're wanting to do your lovely warrior manifesto activation. And we'll go in and do a nice meditation guided activation to wrap this up tonight so that you can go into the rest of your weekend feeling chilled. There's nothing to do tomorrow. Anybody playing catch up has got all day tomorrow to do whatever they need to do, and I'll see you on Sunday night for a little bonus Q&A in the Zoom. So let me know how we're feeling. Lisa says, is it normal to be sat in meditation and not get anything? Yeah, all the time. Lisa, totally normal. Totally normal to be in meditation and not get anything. So meditation itself isn't designed to be something that you need to get. The very act of meditation is to maintain a focused awareness on one thing. That is the very definition of meditation, is to provide a concentrated focus on one thing at a time, whether it's breath, whether it's a candle flame, whether it's a thought, a mantra, whatever. Now, yes, in guided meditations and in journeys and in things where you're being, encouraged and guided to do something, or if you're having an activation or a placement or an attunement or something like that, then sometimes there's something to get in inverted commas. Quite often, I will happily hold my hands up and say, I see nothing but the back of my eyelids. And that's okay, because sometimes, and this happens, I would say this in the Holy Fire, sometimes that people are so keen to get something that the Holy Fire goes, no, your rational brain's getting in the way. So I'm going to come down like this under your conscious awareness and deliver the healing and the journey here. And your consciousness is up here going, I just see the back of my eyelids and all the work's happening in the subconscious. So I believe that's what's happening whenever you get nothing in a meditation. It can also be that sometimes you're trying too hard as well. So particularly the going beyond the veil, the likes of the shamanic journeys, the likes of holy fire experiences, all the different things where we're on a thing like Akashic records journeys and stuff like that. Sometimes we try too hard and we're nearly trying to force it. So it's about leaning into it and allowing yourself to surrender and allow it to come to you. And depending on the type of experience. So, for example, an Akashic Records journey and a shamanic journey are very similar in that they require active participation. They require you to actively keep it going. Otherwise, it'll stagnate and stall because it feeds off energy. It needs your energy to keep going. Um, you know, I'm sure Natalie can explain more in the going beyond the veil sessions about how, is it I imagine it's more, that you have to be involved as well, that you're actively following the guidance and trying to stay with it rather than waiting for it to happen to you, if you know what I mean. Does that make sense, Lisa? Let me know if that helps. Let me know if that helps. Um, Lynn says trying too hard on meditation. That's me. 9 years in, I still struggle, especially when not in a group. It's normal though. It's perfectly normal. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's really normal. Absolutely normal. Let me see. Um, Lots of twos for the activation circle, sisters. Nice, like that. We were on tour for when we meet up. That's hilarious. The Soul Food Sisters. Oh, Anne, that's nice. I like that. Oh, that's nice. Makes sense, Lisa. Good, good job. And Lynn, don't worry. We all try too hard on meditation. I have the same thing sometimes. I'm Capricorn brain, so my rational brain wants to know how, why, and how, and where's it going, and what's happening next, and then what. It's like sometimes my spirit guides just go shush, and they make me fall asleep, and then it all happens underneath the surface. It's very frustrating, but it's also needed, and it also still works. So don't stress, okay? Josie says she's going to continue with the meditations and your Reiki practice. Good job. Good job. Make sure that you use the Reiki student group as well, Josie, to keep accountable as you need it. Um, okay, right. Get yourselves comfy if you can. If you're not driving, not working, not doing anything, get yourselves comfy. Natalie says, yeah, sometimes it takes a while to integrate what you've actually received in meditation. You might not feel it at the time. Yes, that's another good point. Just before I take you into tonight's activation, um, what I tend to find is that sometimes I think I haven't got much until I start to write about it. And then it comes back. And as I write about it, it fleshes out. And then I see it more as I write about it. We were talking about that today or yesterday in Soul School, where I was doing some Akashic training. Um, Very, very important that you give yourself the space to write and unpack. And that's quite often then whenever you'll remember things that were in the subconscious that come out as you write. Yeah, it's a good practice to do that. So always if you're doing meditation work, it's always a good idea to have your journal to hand so that you can write stuff as soon as you come out. Okay. Because you do forget it. Another thing you can do as well, if you want to keep the energy alive of a journey, is that if it's private enough and you can do this, you could set a recording on your phone and just speak it through. So, it's like, okay, so I'm in my Merkaba, I'm now with my gatekeeper guide, I'm now through my door, I'm now here, I'm wherever it is you're going. Um, so lots of different things you can do. Okay, let's settle in. Let's settle in. Just give yourself a little minute to make yourself comfortable if you can. If you're driving, if you're watching this while you're at work or doing anything like that, then obviously catch up on this bit later. But if it's safe and appropriate for you to do so, I invite you to close your eyes and to take a deep breath in and hold it for just a second and then exhale slowly, breathing all the way out. And as you breathe, just feel yourself arriving fully in this moment. Let go of the day, the noise, the distractions. This is your time. This is sacred. This is for you. So give yourself permission to be here now. With each inhale, breathe in strength and clarity in your warrior goddess power. With each exhale, release doubt, fear, and hesitation. Allow your body to soften, your energy to begin to expand as you settle into this sacred space. Just allow yourself to drop into stillness, to drop into your I am presence, your soul sanctuary. Let's just rest here for a moment. And in whichever way works for you, in whichever way you can or that you know how to, imagine yourself, feel, sense, hear, see, know. Imagine yourself standing in a vast open space. Maybe it's a mountaintop, a huge sacred temple, a sunlit forest, place that feels deeply personal and powerful to you. This is the place of your highest self, the version of you that is strong, free, untamed, and unstoppable. And before you, a mirror appears. This is no ordinary mirror. It reflects not just your face, but the deepest truth of who you are, your strength, your wisdom, your energy. Just take a moment to see yourself as you truly are, the warrior, the goddess, the untamed soul that refuses to shrink to be small or be anything less than her full, radiant self. Feel the energy of your highest self surrounding you. She is here. She has always been here. She has been waiting for you to see her, to claim her, to embody her fully. And I bring to mind the words of your warrior manifesto or your powerful intentions that you set this week, the sacred promise that you made to yourself. If you haven't done your manifesto yet, that's okay. Do it now in your mind. Make a sacred promise to yourself and feel the power and the energy of those words vibrating through your body. This is not just a statement. This is a declaration, a contract, a commitment to yourself. Place your hand over your heart. You may perhaps feel its rhythm steady and strong. This heart beats for you, for your dreams, for your desires, for your passion, for your purpose. You repeat these affirmations after me, either out loud or in your mind. I am powerful, limitless, and unwavering in my truth. I choose to walk through this world with unshakable confidence and deep trust in myself. I honor my inner knowing and follow my path without fear. I take up space. I speak my truth. I embrace my authenticity. I will not shrink. I will not apologize for my strength. I am untamed. I am unstoppable. I am radiant with purpose. I choose to rise every time I fall. I unconditionally serve my highest self. I am the embodiment of my highest self here and now, and so it is. Just breathe into that energy, feel that in your soul, and imagine now your highest self stepping forward from the mirror, standing before you, and she looks you in the eye. She nods in approval, in recognition. She has been waiting for you to see her. And now she merges with you. You are one. You have always been one. Feel the energy of this sacred activation moving through you. From this moment, you walk differently. You speak differently. You move through the world as the embodiment of this power. There is no going back, only forward. When you are ready, take a deep breath in and just hold it for a moment. And then exhale slowly. Begin to bring your awareness back into your space. Feel the air on your skin, the surface that you sit or lie on. Feel the support beneath you. Feel the strength within you. And perhaps you might feel compelled to move and stretch your body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, carrying this power with you into the world. Welcome back, my warrior goddess. It's great to have you here. Let me know how you're feeling as you come back. Get some water. If you need to write anything down, tell us in the chat how you're feeling. Let me know how you're going. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know you're back and that you're okay. Just let me know that. I can't see the comments just at the minute. Facebook's playing silly beggars. Hopefully you're back with me. Well, there we go. They're coming back. Lynn, love that. We'll keep it on replay for sure. 336 breathing, so much easier. Yeah, I don't like box breathing. Box breathing stresses me out. So it does the opposite for me of what it's designed to do. Whereas 336 is so much easier. The absolutely beautiful Yeshua was with me. Beautiful, Natalie. Beautiful. Good. We're all coming back in. Who's still with me live? Let me know if you're still with me. Let me know what's going on. Or how do we check if I can see my phone is playing silly buggers today? There we go. It's not that you like the 336 breathing too. Yeah, it's definitely one for us. Alan says, I feel powerful, energized, revitalized, untamed, unstoppable, free. That was amazing. Reiki kicked in. My hands are still hot. The image in my mirror was me as a Viking warrior with my black wolf. Perfect. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good, good. So, anyone else want to drop me in how they're feeling before we wrap this up? So, just want to remind you that this is your promise. This is your contract to yourself. All this work that you've done this week, you've declared who you are, how you choose to show up in the world, and now it's time for you to go out and live it every single day. For those of you who are going to come and work with me in the circle, I will help you every single day to walk this path because this energy doesn't fade, it grows, it strengthens. And in the circle, we'll help you keep it alive. For those of you who can't join the circle this time around, it's okay. You have promised yourself. You can keep it alive, you can keep expanding. But lean into this practice. Linda, very, very emotional. That really hit me hard. I asked for the Celtic goddess Danu to connect to my inner warrior to let emotions flow. I saw my 6-year-old self, tears flowing here. Oh, Linda, all the hugs, all the hugs. Anne says, I want to send all of you in here a big virtual hug. I've loved spending time with you all this week. I have loved every second of this week. It has been so good. It has been absolutely beautiful to spend this time with each and every one of you. And for those of you watching on replay, you as well. Even though we may not have connected live and you've been playing catch up, I am so proud of you as well, of everything that you've done. Make sure that you tag me with any questions that you have. I'll be about in the group over the weekend. Probably not so much tomorrow, just giving myself a bit of a day off tomorrow, but I will answer questions as and when I see them. I will be back here on Sunday night in a Zoom call for you all. I will drop the link into the group and it will come into your emails as well, provided you registered for the event and have got the emails. So um, I'll drop the Zoom link in, but it'll be in the group. You'll be able to see it. Um, 7 o'clock Sunday night, UK time. Come in, join me on Zoom. We can get to meet. I get to see your face so I can see who you are. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want, but it would be nice to see your face. You can come ask questions. Some of the circle folks will be there. They're going to share their stories with you. Those of them who can make it. And essentially, we're just going to wrap this up with a lovely big bow, and we'll see what comes on Sunday night. But please take this energy forward. Leslie says, I feel unbelievably relaxed. Susan says she wants to give everybody a hug too. Lisa says, love that, felt some sort of shift, hands vibrating. Forgot my warrior goddess was either Celtic or Viking, and I had a slingshot. And Natalie wants to know who else is stepping into the circle. So who's making the decision? Let Natalie know she's asked the question. And I can't wait to see who steps in over the weekend. You've got until 9 o'clock on Sunday, folks, to snap up those extra bonuses. So Natalie's going beyond the veil. Beautiful session. Linda's fabulous and most gorgeous. She specially curated this for you, empowerment and self-worth and authentication, ritual and magical spell. It's going to be so good. I've seen it. It's really stunning. Um, and obviously I have also thrown in a 90-minute card masterclass and crash course in the tarot for those of you who want to do that with me. So those are your bonuses. They are only available for you guys in this challenge group, and they are only available to those who sign up for Circle before Sunday night at 9 o'clock. At that point, then they will disappear. Circle doors will still be open. You can still join the circle, but you just will have lost those bonuses if you join after the event. So sooner the better. Don't leave it to the last minute because I see you procrastinating. Okay, just do it. If you're thinking that you're going to do it, if it hasn't already been a no, then you're still thinking about it. Okay, make it happen. You know where we are. All right. Linda sent shared the link earlier on. So Natalie wants some new spiritual buddies. Lisa's going to finish signing up this evening. Whoop, whoop. That's exciting. And I am so excited to have you all here and to see you in the circle. So I will see you on Sunday night in Zoom. Until then, please go enjoy the rest of your Friday, wherever you are in the world, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, whatever you're up to. Have a beautiful weekend. Okay. If you're playing catch up, use tomorrow to catch up. And then I see you on Sunday night. Bring your questions, bring anything you want to know, bring your lovely selves. We're just going to hang out. I have nothing planned other than we're just going to hang out and see what happens. Okay. And no doubt we'll do some sort of we'll do something. We'll do some sort of meditation thing. You can let me know if there's anything particular you want to do. We'll we'll do some coaching, put it that way. I'll do some coaching with you and then we'll see where it takes us. If we've got time, we'll do something else. Um can't wait for Natalie's session. Cards have been ordered. Hugs to all. Have a great week. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me just see if there's anything else I have missed. Um Linda says, I was sat like the Queen of Cups on my rocks looking out a rolling sea, and then that happened and I went to bed. Och, Linda. All the love, my gorgeous girl. Let me see. Natalie will be on Sunday night. Linda will be on Sunday night. So exciting. Bum. Can't wait for Natalie's session. Cards being ordered. Hugs to all. Have a great weekend. See you on Sunday. Josie's going to catch up later. She's in work. No worries, Josie. It's also good. Anne says see you all on Sunday. And Lisa says see you on Sunday. So I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna go and get a cup of tea, put my feet up for a little while and relax. I can't wait to read your application, Lisa, when it comes in. And I will see you all on Sunday. Good night and take your warrior goddess with you and go kick some ass in this world. I'll see you Sunday.